What if you decided to be unapologetically honest to yourself and to your friends, your families, your coworkers? What if you did that? So, in reclaiming your voice, this is a part of my Remembering Who You Are, Who the Fuck You Are series, reclaiming your voice. And so, when you decide to be unapologetic in your expression or in your delivery to yourself and to others, because what happens many times is we are so caught up in being somebody else. You're caught up in being the people that you see, your mentors, your followers, the people that you follow on, like, these platforms, different people, and I can name names. You're caught up in being Tony Robbins, or you're caught up in trying to be Lisa Nichols, or Michael Beckwith, or anybody that you follow. And so, and what happens is it starts to drown out your voice. You are so caught up in doing that till you can't even navigate an authentic expression because you're so busy trying to be somebody else. And so when you realize the power that you have in authentic expression, the power that you have to be able to encourage people to speak your truth, you know, even if it makes you uncomfortable, even if you feel fear around it, and most of the fear is going to be the next thing that I'm talking about. But I wanted to make sure that you understood that the power of authentic expression is humongous. The power of you knowing who you are and speaking your particular brand of truth, because your brand of truth is your brand of truth, it's nobody else's. And the other thing about that is you are the only one that's responsible for it. Other people can do what they want to do. Thank you so much for joining. um, but when you get to that space where you're just being who you are, you know what I mean, and you're not allowing yourself to look at other people or compare, because that really is a huge thing, y'all. And sometimes what you do is you don't even compare apples to apples. You compare apples to oranges. So you're looking at somebody else's business or somebody else's, let's do YouTube, somebody else's channel. You're looking at somebody else's channel and you're like, oh my God, I got to do things like so and so, or I got to, shift this or change that, or, do that, or, but you're looking at somebody that has 1 million followers and you might only have, like I have, 5,000, and I don't even think all of them are real. Um, but so you're comparing yourself to somebody that has 1 million followers. And the thing is you don't get 1 million followers in a month. So that person more than likely has been at this game for a long time. And so you're comparing yourself just coming in on the journey, whether it's been a year or two or three or four, like me, coming in. And now I decided that I wanted to do this consistently. And so I'm here. But I'm not going to be comparing myself to Erin Lyons, who is a young, beautiful girl that I love, and I've been following her for a while now, or because she has a big audience. And I'm not going to be comparing myself to Abraham Hicks, who's another person that I love really, and I've followed for years, probably decades. And so, but I'm not comparing myself to that. You know what I mean? I'm comparing myself to who I was yesterday. That's it. Who was I yesterday? Because my goal is to bring a better person to play every day. Bring a better person to learn something a little bit more, to do things a little bit differently, to open up to new experiences. And then the next thing, overcoming the fear of judgment. So when you think about that, we kind of all have that. And I think that that really goes along with that imposter syndrome, I believe, because, why would you not want to do the thing that you love, the thing that you are putting yourself out there to do, or whatever, if you didn't fear being judged? And that to me, that's like imposter syndrome, because imposter means that you don't feel like you are good enough or you're qualified or all that kind of stuff. And all of that goes in that same lens. And so some of the things that I did to work with some of these things, because I have worked with these things, and that's why I'm kind of passionate about sharing and teaching them, because I know that if I have dealt with that, then I know that other people around the planet are dealing with the same. And so, some practical things that I did was I did mirror work, a lot of it. Looked at myself in the eyes in the mirror. I mean, stared at myself and told myself things that I wanted others to tell me. I poured out accolades on myself. I did this especially when I got divorced. And, my self esteem was in the toilet, and my ex husband had torn me down and emotionally and drained, all the things. And so I did mirror work, and I told myself that I was beautiful, because he used to say things, I was, had put on weight and blah, blah, blah. But we met at 17. Everybody puts on weight. I had babies to have. Of course, I'm going to put some weight on, So anyway, I had to tell myself, I'm beautiful. I love me, and I actually speak to my body and each and every part every single day. Like when I get ready to get a shower, or if I do, like I love a bath, I love a bath. But when I get ready to get a shower, you know what I mean? I, like minister to my body, and I tell all the parts how much I love them, and how much I appreciate their effort in taking care of me. That's just one thing that I do. And that has helped tremendously in this. Also, creative expression. So, if you're a writer, if you do art, if you do yoga or movement, ballet, ways that you can express yourself. I love to make jewelry, and so I do that. I also like to create, like, I make different products, and I mix things that might not always look like they're supposed to be mixed, but that is just a me thing. I enjoy doing it, and so I do it, and it does help with this. And so, if you will just take a moment and take your time to sit down with a journal and ask the question, you know, how can I? How can I? And then you fill in the blank, and then you just wait, ask the question. Sit with yourself, with your spirit team, and really begin to open up the door to understanding you, and really reclaiming who you are and remembering who the fuck you are. Because the thing is we all are somebody, and we all have been many somebodies. There are probably a few people that incarnate, whenever, once or twice or whatever, but most of us have been here a few times. And so when we begin to understand that, and when we really lock hold of that, knowing this and understanding that the you that you are now is not particularly the you that you were then, but there are certain skill sets that you can borrow from each of these particular lifetimes that you have lived. You know what I mean? And you can take yourself there in meditation. It's really it's really as easy as that, because I've done it a few times myself. Like, I have had sessions with people that have done that as well, but I have also done it myself. And so what made me know that when I have a session with somebody, I've already been there myself. I've already done it. So I'll know, if that thing, if it makes sense to me. So, all right, so that is all for today. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please make sure that you help me watch some videos, share it out to all the people that are, loving this type of content. And make sure that you guys are watching some videos. And then also check down in the description of the video. There is some Amazon links, and those are many of my favorite things. I would appreciate it if you check some of those out. That would help a small creator out. And of course, it is. And if I am an affiliate, so I do get a small commission on that. Also, in the description is my stand store where my sessions are located. I have 30-minute phone sessions that are available now. I also have video readings that you can get as well, short. And then I also have my membership, Remember Who the Fuck You Are. And so all of that is in the stand store. There are also a lot of free resources in there as well, because, you've got a lot of free resources right here on YouTube. But there are I have some exercises and PDFs and different things that will help you on your spiritual journey in that stand store. So make sure you check out the stand store in the description, the Amazon links. And I think that's all. So make sure that you continue to follow me, continue to watch, check the community post because I'm posting a lot more in there, things that will help you, all kinds of stuff. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Bye now.